busy? She's on the beer already. Okay, welcome back. Right, for Sunday's video this week, we thought we would do another prize draw. Been an awful long time since we did one, hasn't it? Something like 6 months, so we thought we'd do a midsummer prize draw, something to give you a little opportunity to win a fabulous and amazing prize. Thank you, and thanks again before anything else to our amazing friends at Recon Electrical and Wiha for supplying these amazing prizes today. We have over 300 quid's worth of prize tools for you in an amazing compendium of tools. Did you like that word? Do you remember compendiums of games when you were a kid? Yeah. So we have a compendium of tools for you today. And I'm going to run through quickly what we've got. Some amazing stuff. The kind of thing that I use all the time. I've even got my versions of it out of the drawer so I can show you them rather than breaking open the packaging. And one lucky winner will get the whole lot. It's going to be one single prize, one single draw. Now, but the reason we canned this whole format was because it was getting so top heavy with admin. When all the entries came in, to suss out who got it right and who got the question wrong was taking, what, 3 days?
3 days.
3 or 4 days. It's just getting ridiculous. So what we've done instead is this time there is no question, is there? No. We couldn't really come up with one anyway, so we thought for 2 days. So all we're going to do is make it a simple, straightforward entry draw. All you have to do, and we'll give you the address as we go along, is enter your name and where you're from to this address on the screen, and that's all you need to do. We will then look through the titles. You will get an automated answer, won't you?
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, if we can set it up right, you'll get an automatic answer to say your entry has been received and entered into the prize draws. That's as simple as that. We won't be able to send you messages back because it is getting, the last one we did was 800 and 900 entries. It takes days to reply to all of you, so I'm sure you understand, I'm sure that's acceptable, that we will just send you an automatic answer and we'll put all of the names into a hat next week in the big gold box and draw out a winner. Now, I'm sure you want to see what it is you're going to get for your prize, so let's go through it all one by one, show you what we've got, and you'll see just how amazing this price is. Go and get the camera and show them what it's like. Okay, ready?
Go.
Right, so we've got across the board here, we've got a set of 6 comfort grip T-bar Allen keys. You see me use those all the time. A set of 6 microfinish screwdrivers. I just want to quickly come to those, what they are. I've got a couple of mine here. These microfinish ones have a kind of special finish on the handles that grips no matter whether it's oil, grease, water, soap, anything that's in your hands, no matter how wet they might be, they grip. So that's quite a useful thing, especially working with your brake fluid, that sort of thing, oil change, servicing. You're always going to have oily hands when you're servicing, and that micro finish means you'll grip no matter what. So I absolutely love those. Got a set of those myself, as you can see. Next thing is the little stubby screwdriver. I don't want to break the packaging on that, so there's my one. And basically it's a little screwdriver with all the bits in the head. It just fits in there for your pocket or for under seat on your bike. Superb little tool. The next thing is a set of 5 pliers. Now you've got a set of pipe pliers. These are amazing for gripping hold of anything that's varied size, and it locks wherever you put it. Superb tool. So you love that. I've got a pair of those myself. Needle nose, who doesn't need those? Use them all the time. Set of classic ordinary pliers. A set of side cutters, the usual way. And these, a set of these amazing power cutters. Now these I want to show you very quickly. I've got a pair of mine. There's my ones there. This finish on the handles, the reason that's yellow is they're electricians' ones. These are what's donated by Recon Electrical. Recon are an electrical supplier, so they're the ones they keep in stock. So thank you to them for those, but that's why they're yellow. Makes no difference. They're exactly the same. They get the chrome finish. Mine have got the matte finish, but what they basically do, you can see there, you've got a button in the center. They're like a power driver. Come on in close, man. That's a normal cutter, like that works in the normal way. So when you, normal jaw, like that, works in the normal jaw, like that. You press that button in the center, and then it gives it a reduced cam inside, which gives it a lot more leverage, a lot more power. And these will cut through a 6mm bolt. You get like the shank of a 6mm bolt, that'll cut straight through it with one hand. Absolutely superb, really, really beef. Now all of this lot, oh, incidentally, 2 more things quickly. We've got a bit buddy as well. This is a little pack of bits, little Phillips bits, sorry, Prizedraw bits. Yeah, PZ2, Prizedraw bits that will fit in your power driver. So you get the little adapter there that goes in your drill, your cordless drill, and then there's a set of 6 bits in there, and you get PZ1, 5 PZ2s, and a PZ3. So that's a handy little thing for your toolbox as well. And finally, of course, a Kewtech MultiMeter. Who remembers the video for that? Do you remember that one?
People love those.
They absolutely love them. I know they sold loads of these. This is probably the best multimeter that you and I will ever buy. It's a very simple tool, no batteries in it at the moment. All you simply do is plug it in, press it onto the battery, and it will decide what you want. It will give you the readings. If you ever need, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a link to the video for this underneath this video so you can see what that is. That is a fabulous little tool. If you're going to buy yourself a multimeter and you're not an electrician, then this is the one to buy. The other multimeter, the yellow kind, the regular ones, they're fantastic. They're an amazing tool. They do a million other things, but you and I just need 2 or 3 things. The voltage on the battery, how many amps something is, right? Simple and easy to read, and that's what they are. So you get one of those as well. Now this whole lot all together is worth just under 350 quid. I mean, these tools are probably about the best in the world. They're right up there with Snap-on and other makes like that, and anybody out there who's got a preference on tools. There's lots of tool snobbery in the world, but honestly, I don't heard anybody berate Wiha tools. They are just about as good as it gets. They're made in Germany. Wiha aren't really a sales company. They make the tools themselves. They don't just buy them and sell them in other people's behalf. Wiha tools are made by Wiha. They're amazing. Right, so that's what you get for it. Nearly 350 quid of the tools. Let's tell you exactly what you got to do to get your hands on it. Okay, roll in. Tell them.
Okay, you need to send us an email with your name and where you're from in the title.
Yes, indeed. And inside that email, in the body of it, we want you to put your proper address and name so that we can actually post you your prize if you're the winner. So that's the easiest way for us to do it. If we don't have that, if you cannot put your name and your actual where you're from in the title, then that's all we're going to be cutting up. We're going to print them off, cut them up, put them in the box. If your title doesn't say your name and where you're from, then we won't be able to call your name out. Simple as that. It ain't hard, is it? It's not even a question this time, is there? Right, okay, there we are. Get yourself entered in this. There's the address again. Make sure it's entered and it will be drawn by when?
I need entries in by Friday the 29th.
Friday 29th, that's it, and we'll draw it next Sunday. There's just one more thing, isn't there?
Yes.
There we go. So as an and finally, well there are 2 and finallys actually today. Yeah. So the first one is the video formats. As you know, for the last year or 2, we've been doing 3 videos a week. Honestly,
how did that happen?
It's a killer, it really is. Now we started out years ago doing 2 videos a week, one in the midweek and one at the weekend, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Sometimes Saturday, sometimes Sunday, but whenever it was available around shifts. Yeah. Then we started doing prize draws and they overtook us completely. So we drew a line under it, went back to doing other things, tool tests, tool reviews, that sort of thing. And that's ended up doing a full-on 3 videos a week. It's just unmanageable. The time that we spend editing in post-production is the problem, isn't it?
It takes ages.
It does. It's not the time in the garage that's a problem. I've got all the time in the world to come and film stuff. It's getting at the computer and doing the editing. That's what's absolutely overtaking our time. It's a killer, isn't it? So we're going to reduce that down by quite simply amalgamating more footage and more upload stuff into each video, aren't we? So each video will contain more progress, certainly on the build, that's for sure. This week you'll see that I've put something like 8 to 10 hours into the build to make a far greater result at the end of it than I would have done. Where this thing stands at the moment would be 2 or 3 videos away, but you'll see it all on Wednesday. So honestly, that's what is going to happen. We're going to replace quantity with a lot more quality, and we hope that you appreciate that. It will still be 2 videos a week. There'll still be one Wednesday, and there'll still be one at the weekend. As I said, it could be Saturday or Sunday, but there'll be one at the weekend. That frees up an amazing amount of time for us to put more into those videos. There are things you have to do when you create videos like we do. There are things you have to do that are not to do with actual filming, going off researching stuff. We want to get along to Wimoto and see the guys at Wimoto take the camera along and film some stuff at the Wimoto headquarters. I've been dying to do that. That's 200-mile round trip, so that's easily a long day out. But at the moment, we just can't spare a day. We didn't get on the bikes at all. We don't do anything ourselves, do we? So we're going to reduce the amount of pointless editing and administration, get that moved away, and the cost of that is about 3 or 4 videos a month will not get made. We'll end up just making 8 to 9 videos a month instead of 12 or 13, and we hope that's the right way forward, don't you?
Because we still like to respond to comments and questions.
Definitely.
As normal.
Yeah, that's right. There's another thing, we want to preserve that, don't we? The engagement that we have with you is extremely important. We deeply enjoy that. We're happy to sit at the computer for hours doing that, but not editing. Editing is just mind-numbing. It's the worst part of this, it really is. You know, actors, they don't know they're born, do they?
No.
Someone yells cut and they go to their trailer. They don't know, they're born. Honestly, all the hard work starts when you get to that computer and you sit there for 6 hours clipping clips. The recent video I made was 3.5 hours footage. It took 6.5 hours to edit into an 18-minute video. You know, it's a lot of work and it doesn't it's not enjoyable.
No, but we do owe it to the viewers, viewers, to make a polished production.
Yeah, absolutely that. We'll still want to make it, but there will be more content in each of those productions.
Yeah.
So we hope they'll get better. We'll pack more in. There'll be a greater result at the end of it. So the final and finally is the bike build. We're going to make a change to that. Now we've talked a lot about the underseat exhaust, which I want to make for this because I think it's extremely important. It has something unique. I absolutely love it. I'm definitely committed to doing the underseat exhaust, but I haven't got time to do it. Thinking about it, it's going to take maybe 30 or 40 videos, a little bit like the tail on the Bandit. It's going to take a long time, and that's going to roll us next year, isn't it? So it means this thing will not get off the bench this year if I get into it. I am definitely going to do it though. So as a response to that, the right way to go is bolt that little race exhaust on. It's all ready to go. Just got to clip it on, job done. And then finish this tail, put the light in, lace the wiring up. I've got to make a little clock pod. That's just a short project, half a dozen videos, and that's it. I can spray it all over in matte black and take it down for MOT. Then, once the weather turns, it's been on the road for 6 months. I've ironed out all the little teething troubles and I know the bike is sound. I know there's no issues with it and no problems. I can roll it back on the bench in the winter and we can do like that and embark on a proper, full-on, singular project of that fabulous underseat exhaust. I want to create a stealth exhaust that's almost invisible. I've got it all in here planned. It's a big old jumble, but I can't make it work while I'm worried about getting it on the road in time for the spring because it won't happen at the moment. So there we are.
You might actually ride it.
You might actually, yeah, you never know. Blimey. Right, I think that's it, don't you, Ken?
Yeah, thank you so much for all your support and messages. Appreciated.
Yes, very much appreciated. Get your entries into this. Don't forget, I told you how to do it. Take it easy. Thank you for watching. Ride safe.
Have a wonderful Sunday.
Still, it will just be less videos, and we like to think that that's a good way to go forward.
Yes.
Replacing quality
We've got